Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi.
Happening right now on 7 Eyewitness News at 6, a pair of large fires break out while you're sleeping.
Breaking details coming into the newsroom while you were sleeping, especially about this one fire at a home in the South Town.
Plus, the votes are in, who's been declared winner in several key races across western New York, and the response from one of the men you elected.
It is a cold start to your day. Temperatures in the low 30s this morning. We'll see highs in the 40s this afternoon.
It was awesome because it's so hard to find some of the Disney movies.
New streaming services are bringing you the shows you've been looking for. We've got what you need to know so you don't waste your money.
You're watching 7 Eyewitness News with Katie Mars, Ed Dranch, and 7 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Aaron Menkowski.
Good morning, everybody. 6 o'clock on your Wednesday, and we'll get to all of the details on those breaking overnight fires. But we have to talk because today's a transition day.
It certainly is. We're going to see some sunshine today, followed by that snow on Thursday. Let's get you out the door, though, this morning. Grab that jacket. You will need it. Temperatures near 30 degrees right now. 30 in Niagara Falls, the freezing mark here in Buffalo. Here's what you need to know. You'll have the sunshine today. Temperatures will be in the low 40s this afternoon. A wintry day on Thursday with the rain changing over to snow early in the day. And we're talking some lake effect late Thursday into Friday across the southern tier. Snow model comparison for Thursday. You can see here are 4 computer models suggesting between about 1 and 3 inches of snow here in Buffalo tomorrow. You head across the southern tier and you'll see some locally higher amounts. But right now, we're going to stick with that 1 to 3 inches in the metro area on Thursday. No snow today. Clear skies right now, 32 degrees. Winds out of the west at 9 miles per hour. On the radar, I am tracking that wintry precip off to our west. Some snow that's going to move across the Great Lakes and into western New York tomorrow at this time. Let's take a look at some of our traffic cameras. And we head over toward the 90 at William, and you're going to find going eastbound and westbound. No issues right now. Eastbound volume starting to pick up as you head toward Walden and the 33. Let's get you out the door this Wednesday morning. Grab that jacket. You will need it with temperatures near 30 right now. Low 40s with sunshine this afternoon. Clouds will increase later today with rain and snow overnight.
6:02 on a Wednesday, breaking details coming into the newsroom this morning from a fire in the town of Concord. Investigators now trying to figure out what caused a house fire. This is on Brown Hill Road, just off the 219 near the town of Boston and North Collins. Look at the flames here coming from the second story. Within the past half hour, we've learned from fire crews that this home was actually vacant and has been that way for some time. No one hurt here. Half the house is gone, though, as a result of this fire. 12 fire companies battling the flames. They had to bring in 7 tankers because there was no hydrant nearby. They also say winds complicated things, but again, no one hurt. The home is empty, and they're looking into how this fire started.
Also breaking overnight, another raging fire, this one in Niagara Falls. Take a look. It broke out on 15th Street. The action tells us it started around 1:30 this morning, and we just spoke with the fire alarm office in the Falls. Right now, they have no information on this fire. We are still working to learn if anyone lived in this building or if anyone was hurt.
All votes are counted, and it's official this morning after thousands of you voted in many different races. 3 major races each have clear winners.
And one of the closest races was for Erie County Executive. Mark Polencars declared the winner while you were sleeping. He and Lynn Dixon in a contentious race. In fact, Polencars winning with 54% of the vote. So what did he have to say about the win?
7 Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Slauson live with us this morning with the reaction from the Polencars camp. Jeff, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you both. Erie County Executive Polencars called this race one of the longest and nastiest races he's ever ran in. Just minutes after he declared victory, Polencars was congratulatory yet critical of his opponent, Lynn Dixon, as he now enters his 3rd term as county executive. Winning by more than 14,000 votes, the county executive credits his victory to the work himself and the entire Democratic Party put in within the city of Buffalo, something he says the Republican Party ignored. Even while speaking on his plans for Erie County after he declared victory, the county executive continued to be critical of Lynn Dixon, saying she accepted thousands of dollars from downstate interest groups and ran unfair attack ads.
It's okay to disagree. You just don't have to be nasty about it. As I said, I was disappointed with the campaign that was run. What you've seen in the past is what you're going to get in the next Polencars administration. Some of the same steady leadership, whether it's a snowstorm, whether it's with the economy or anything else.
Dixon was also critical of Poloncarz after she accepted defeat in the race. As for Poloncarz's vision for the future of Erie County, he says he will move forward on his plans for broadband to all areas of Erie County, eliminating health disparity in low-income communities, and to increase economic development. Just 8 points separated Poloncarz and Dixon. This is the closest race since the county executive won the seat in the 2011 race over now disgraced Congressman Chris Collins. As for Lynn Dixon, we also spoke to her following her concession, and you'll hear from her coming up in the next half hour, including what the future holds for the county legislator. Katie?
All right, Jeff, thank you. And in Niagara Falls, a historic fight for Mayor Paul Deister choosing not to run for a fourth term, meaning the city has a new mayor for the first time since he was elected more than a decade ago. But the seat does remain blue. Democrat Robert Restaino, the projected winner with almost 50% of the vote, defeating Republican Glenn Chalukian by an almost 2-to-1 margin. Restaino was born and raised in Niagara Falls, earning his law degree from UB. We spoke to him about what voters can expect.
They can expect honesty, they can expect transparency, and they can expect accountability. And I want to thank them for trusting me with the next 4 years. And I hope that as I work through these problems that we face, that they and I will see a brighter future for Niagara Falls.
Restaino says he plans to tackle the budget as soon as he gets to office. Now, when it comes to that controversial city garbage fee, he says he's against an additional tax on homeowners.
You can find all of our election results scrolling at the bottom of your screen for you, and they're also available at your fingertips on WKBW.com. Just click on the alert bar at the top of the page to see your local election results. 6:06 all new for you this morning. Police in Niagara Falls looking into a shooting on Cleveland Avenue. Police say no one was hurt, but take a look at these pictures from the Action Niagara Falls. You can see just how many bullets were fired here. The Action tells us at least 17 shell casings were recovered, and some of those bullets actually hit a home. Niagara Falls Police not releasing any information, but once we get some new details about this, we'll pass it along to you on WKBW.com.
And this is all new for you this morning. Crime Stoppers upping the reward for information on the person who killed this man. Buffalo police say Terrell Moore was shot and killed in September near the corner of Brown and Madison Streets. Crime Stoppers now offering up to $7,500 for information that leads to an arrest. You're urged to call Crime Stoppers with any information that you have.
New this morning, we're learning 2 people are hurt after a crash in Lancaster. It happened at the corner of Walden and Stony Road late yesterday. Police posted these pictures on Facebook showing the crash closed Walden Avenue for some time. It's since been reopened, and we are hoping to get an update about this later today from police.
The family of an Akron woman who died in a car crash earlier this year is renewing a call for justice this morning. Jody Anstedt was killed in a rollover crash on William Street in Lancaster May 13th. Police say their 5-month investigation determined that Alan Sterling was driving this car. He says he was not behind the wheel. Investigators say the two were in an abusive on-again, off-again relationship, arguing at the time of the crash, and now her family is speaking out.
The hope that justice is served and that it won't bring Jody back, but that everyone will know the truth is very important.
And Sterling is due in court tomorrow.
This morning, hundreds of people in Niagara County are sending their condolences to the sheriff's office after one of its most loyal and dedicated servants passed away. Here's what we know so far. The sheriff's office says its bloodhound, JJ, died on Monday. Take a look at this Facebook post. More than 1,000 people have responded here. The canine officer spent more than a decade serving Niagara County with her handler, Special Deputy Joseph Mall. The sheriff's office says she was a skilled tracker and was almost always friendly with children. The sheriff's office says, quote, her love for her job as well as her friendly and positive demeanor will greatly be missed.
Today, the Army Corps of Engineers will be back at Bird Island Pier, taking a closer look at the damage left behind by last week's windstorm. Earlier this week, officials told us the damage estimate could top $10 million. That estimate now prompting city and county leaders to call on the federal government for help. The pier recently underwent $75,000 worth of repairs to fix damage from ice jams last winter.
The Army Corps of Engineers is worried similar damage could happen all along the Lake Erie shoreline the next time a storm happens. That Halloween storm left tons of debris all along Hoover Beach in Hamburg, and crews are still working to clean it up. Emergency crews are warning, though, higher lake levels put the shoreline at higher risk of future damage.
Our lake levels are higher than they've been in 80 years. So we want those answers. We're not scientists. We're just residents here, but we need to have this figured out.
It looks like it's going to be the new norm for the next 6 months. And, we're just going to have to work on trying to mitigate this the best we can.
Emergency crews say it could take all week to clean up the debris on Hoover Beach.
Let the streaming service battle begin. We're going to break down the differences between Disney and Apple's new streaming services so you don't waste your money.
Plus, mirror, mirror on the wall. What's the most dreaded city of them all? How the Queen City stacks up in the NHL's eyes. Hi, Rebecca.
Hey guys, Thanksgiving now put into chip form. The different flavors of